Welcome to FOMO Consulting for your daily AMC stock analysis video on Thursday, June 17th. Ladies and gentlemen, today you saw gamma power. You saw the power of what a potential gamma squeeze can do to the price action. And as always, the apes are winning, the diamond hands are winning, and most importantly, the retail investors winning. So if you find this video informative and entertaining, please like, share, certainly comment, and most importantly, subscribe. It is a newer channel and I would appreciate the support. Let's get into the video. Thank you as always to each and every one of you who has liked, shared, commented, and subscribed. It means the absolute world to me. Thank you. Let's start with a quote. Sometimes it's better to react with no reaction. We certainly all have emotional roller coasters. Yesterday, obviously, we had a red day. Today, we had a massive green day. It is a long and winding, volatile up and down road, as we all know. Controlling your emotions is key to getting through this very, very fun stock. So pre-timing, certainly exceptionally bullish. As you can see, over the next 10 trading days, it exceeds $100. Take it with a big grain of salt, but it has been bullish for the last few days and has not changed its overall trajectory. Let's look at the broader market. So after some pretty heavy sell-offs around midday, S&P recovered, closed down 1 point. Dow was down 210. It did make a recovery. It was just absolutely hammered midday. Russell 2000 made a recovery, same sell-off, albeit down 27 points. NASDAQ had a fantastic day, up 121 points. Tech sector actually outperformed the broader market, and that no doubt helped AMC as well. We are linked in a lot of ETFs and what have you. So overall, fantastic day for the NASDAQ. There's a lot of anxiety in the market in the Dow and S&P, around inflation, things of that nature. So expect some volatile days ahead. So let's look at crypto. Overall, crypto, red again. Crypto's been kind of getting hammered this week. No doubt due to inflation and a lot of just different regulations and a lot of eyes on it. But overall, I believe it's a good long-term play, just my personal opinion. Well done, Germinate. You had yourself a heck of a day. No doubt you were a little concerned, as we were pre-market. You kind of fell off around midday or whatever. Made a fantastic recovery. Helped pull up the American AMC version. Fantastic day to close at $50.94, up 14.24%. I'm sure you're sleeping much easier tonight with that sort of rebound, and tomorrow looks exceptionally bullish as well. So let's look at the hedgy highlight reel. As you can see, this is after hours and pre-market from yesterday. They obviously locked it down, did not want it to rise. They pinned it, and then they began the incremental sell-off before market open yesterday. Then they had a big sell-off, tried to scare everyone, shorted it way down, ended up on SSR, shorted it all the way down to $51.86. Tried to scare all the paper hands, get the day traders out, just try to shake as many shares loose as possible. Last night, they pinned it again, would not let it run. 4 a.m., they absolutely started bleeding it off and shorting it down before market open. And as always, the negative hit pieces started coming out in full force over the last couple of days. Then, no less, around 2:30, they decided to do a massive short attack, short it down from the intraday high of $63.83 all the way down to $59.40. We certainly recovered, but no doubt that they're pulling out all the stops, all the tricks, because these are acts of desperation. So let's look how our baby did today. Absolutely beautifully fantastic day for AMC from the opening bell. I think we all had a few butterflies coming into the day. Was it going to be another red day? I don't think too many people thought we would have an exceptionally bullish day like we had, but it certainly outperformed, I think, most of our reasonable expectations. It just absolutely showed strength all day long. No doubt the whales are certainly behind helping the apes at this point in time in the game. So overall, we closed at $60.73, a fantastic day, a psychologically very important level. We are set up perfectly going into tomorrow, up $5.55, up 10% for the day. After hours, we are up at the time of this recording about 47 cents, but overall, a absolutely fantastic day. So if you look at those timelines I was talking about earlier, all the short attacks, they could short even on SSR, on it, green uptick, and they basically held those shares and tried to make it as absolutely dramatic as possible. They lost. But as always, we were the most active today by far, way by far. And as always, we are the most popular. So let's look at the 10-minute chart. That's an absolutely beautiful chart, a ton of strength. I could not be more pleased, and I'm sure you cannot either. But if you look at the overall trend going all the way back to around the 10th or so of June, we have certainly been on an uptrend. We have recovered since that heavy attack down to $39. We have not stopped moving upwards. The RSI, as you can see, was put right back into the neutral zone, which sets us up perfectly for tomorrow. And the MACD has been cooled off, and we are poised for a bullish crossover. I am very bullish about tomorrow. So let's look at some key levels on the 30-minute chart. As you can see, that $70 level, you certainly can understand why it is so absolutely key. You can see where we've touched it a few times. They are protecting that. I believe that is the new $14 level, and they will give up once we pass it. But we have to break this $62 to $64 level. Obviously, there's a big fight going on, as most of you noticed today, but I believe we have the momentum and we are heading in the right direction. And everyone coming into the week believed we needed to protect the $40 floor. I believe we've done so easily, and I believe $40 is in our past, quite frankly. So looking at the 4-hour chart, I'm even more bullish. As you can see, the MACD is poised for a bullish crossover. Alligator's mouth is wide open. It is getting hungry, and it's going to start need some hedges, right? Furthermore, the RSI has been pushed back into the channel. We are still in a bullish setup, but we are back and ready for another run. If you look at the two arrows to the left, I've indicated we were at that shallow MACD crossover before our major run-up, and the channel area that we are currently in on the RSI, I believe we're ready for another run upwards, and that is when we went to our more recent intraday high of $72. So I believe we are perfectly set up for the coming days. Again, daily chart could not be more bullish. Again, the last few days kind of cooling off that RSI, back into the channel, ready for another big bull run. MACD kind of cooled off, but certainly still bullish, and that alligator is very hungry. And the moving average, as you can see, cooled off, kind of made a little cup. We are certainly running back upwards. GME had itself a decent day. It's been struggling of late. Could have been better, but they certainly shorted it down. But overall, that strong consolidation around the $23 to $26 level. That's nothing new, but I believe GME has a very bright future, and quite frankly, we need GME to perform. So this was a pretty cool article. If you look, GameStop is joining the Russell 1000, but AMC isn't. They would lead you to believe that's bad news. But it says, on the other hand, AMC will play a far bigger role in the Russell 2000. Basically, the weighting of AMC it will be increased It certainly will be the largest member of the Russell 2000 after the rebalancing. So that is fantastic news for AMC and us overall from an investor standpoint. Breaking news, a headline from a hedge fund manager. Meme stocks, a false market, but will cause radical shift of sentiment industry. I say to that, if we are quote unquote a false market, then stop trading on the dark pool. So let's look at the short data for today. So overall utilization up 87.41, short interest 2.86. As you can see, the borrowed share, they borrowed 5.5 million. They used them at those opportune times. They returned 3 million of those or so. There are now 3 additional short-only investors based on 13F. We have been hovering around 9 for days on end. We are now at 12. So I believe that is exceptionally bullish because there are more opportunistic short owners jumping in because I think they understand this is probably going to pop and they're going to try to profit from riding it back down. According to Fintel, 2.4 million short shares available for borrowing, and the short borrow fee is now at 1.16, no doubt because they're resetting positions. We have new short owners involved. Why that fee would be so low on such a risky stock is beyond me, but to each his own. Let's look at the short interest trend lines. As you can see, down it is in a kind of an indecisive pattern, but obviously, as the data just showed, it is increasing. I believe we are ready for yet another pop in the price action. Some of you that have been with me for a while now understand when I say the price action divergence to the short data trend lines. When you have that big divergence, which we are building now in the price action to the trend line, we usually have a price pop as we did a couple of weeks ago. So I am very bullish around this chart. So let's look at what's going on with the options chain. As you can see, closing above $60 today puts an awful lot of calls in the money, and you can certainly see why 60 is such a key level, why we ran up to it, why we are battling in that area. But that $65 level is also very, very key in my opinion. You see the open interest hovering right around that area, and again, as I showed you, above 70, 73, we have yet another grouping of a lot of open interest. I believe they're going to shove this as high as they possibly can tomorrow. I believe we're going to continue to feel the effects of a gamma squeeze. We could possibly get 270 tomorrow, but make no mistake about it, ladies and gentlemen, they are going to fight us tooth and nail. 488,000 calls are in the money at this point, and if we got to the 73 level tomorrow, that would put an additional 118,000 in the money. As you can see, there's a lot of big money on the line. So let's look at the overall options chain, the sentiment. A little over 2 to 1, certainly bullish, but as you can see, there's a lot of big money. June 18th, expiring tomorrow at the $73 strike price. Huge amount of open interest, a huge amount of bets basically going on, but a lot of people seem to believe $73 is in play. Probability chart has increased substantially today, but more importantly, showing now $1,600 per share in play, but the probability above our current price of $60.73 is now almost 58% probability. So again, take it with a grain of salt, but it's certainly on the bullish side, right? So as always, I've got skin in the game. I am certainly happy with today's performance, but it is not enough. We have to finish the job, and we will have a fight tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. So let's close with a quote. When your legs won't run anymore, run with your heart. We are certainly weary. We're beat up. You know, I know a lot of people have been holding a very long time, including myself. I myself have been in since early February or so. some of you much longer, but we are continuing to run. We will continue to run. We are running now with our hearts because we truly, truly believe not only in the company and the stock, but certainly in the potential financial life-changing experiences we may obtain by remaining diamond-handed and certainly convicted to the plate. So as always, I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you did find this informative and entertaining, please like, share, certainly comment, and most importantly, subscribe. It's a newer channel and I appreciate your support. But overall, I hope your life is full of green candles. Take care. I'll see you soon.